right, hello everyone, and welcome to the NECC Finals. We've got Misericordia versus Post University here in a best of 7 for the NECC Championship crown for Division 8 tonight. With me is Bearlight. How's it going, Bear?
I'm doing well, Denny. Glad to join you for yet another run here from the Post University Rocket League team. I'm excited to get things started. Obviously, a championship is what we're after. We'll see if the boys can get it done today.
Yep, and already some good pressure coming from Post here, getting a shot on net, keeping the ball in Misericordia's half, but now Misericordia going for the counter-attack a little bit here. But change something in my head. There we go. I can hear myself. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. We're having to update things a little bit here as we're having some issues earlier. As Deadshot going to get Misericordia on the board first here with a nice little pickup from midfield. Great demo onto klowa by Flonus, and that kind of just opened the door for Deadshot.
Yeah, BigSpence was anticipating that klowa was going to jump up on it and get that next touch, but when he disappeared, unfortunately, from that physicality that you saw from Misericordia, unfortunately, they weren't able to join up with it, and yeah, that's why you see a 1-0 lead here for them. The klowa is looking for that answer as well, but he got shut down as well.
Now Spencer pinched this one away from Flonus, but Flonus, another nice demo. Spencer just going to kind of stall here in front of the net, but that's a shot from Deadshot. Great save from Spencer coming in here. That was a scary situation for Post, but they somehow get out of it.
Were able to at least do enough to deter, and even though all 3 members of Post University were back in net, it was a great leadership shown from Spence to jump out in the perfect time in that box. Look at that late flick from klowa as well, using some of the mechanics here to get Post University in the offensive zone. Yeah, nice little flick and then a good pass out mid, but klowa's backwards for this one, and no low boost, unable to put a good shot on net as Flonus is going to clear it out here for the Cougars. Now NiMBiiX is going to take control, get a flick over 1. Oh, and a pop over 2, and that's a wide open net. BigSpence going to punch it in. Excellent play by NiMBiiX here to get the equalizer here for Post. That's what you want to see. You want to see NiMBiiX get alive early, beating 2 members of the defense there in 1 little touch. That's efficiency right there. You love to see that from NiMBiiX. Set it up and let the captain finish here. 1-1 now for Post University, able to gain it back just a little bit and hopefully ride some momentum here in the last 3 minutes of game 1.
Yeah, this, oh wow, double whiff here. That's going to make it awkward for Spring, and klowa coming in with the speed. And just like that, Bear, Post is on top.
Yeah, they work quickly, don't they? And yet another good play from NiMBiiX as well to just play it in, and when the confusion happened on the Misericordia, defensive side, they were able to jump in right time, right place. And Post University, they took a second to get going, but now it's looking like some of the practice they had earlier in the day definitely paying off here, at least in game 1. So hopefully they'll be able to continue this kind of rhythm that they've been able to establish.
Flonus, some good wall play there, but NiMBiiX reads it, and then a nice little team play from NiMBiiX and klowa, and this is a little bit awkward for the Misericordia defense. Deadshot 0 boost and backwards. Somehow they get out of that one though. Now a nice pass out mid. Spencer does get his car on the ball, but the shot goes wide. And NiMBiiX unable to read it off the wall. This could be an opening for the Cougars, but klowa, a good clear upfield to NiMBiiX. He's going to continue this transition. Spring Shower sends it way downfield. klowa low on boost, but a good touch into the corner. Spencer going to bump his teammate into this one. It somehow works out. I don't know if that was intentional or not. If it was, that's pretty heads-up play. And now NiMBiiX. Yeah, right. Now NiMBiiX to the skies, but Flonus is faster. klowa is ready, though, and catches it on the goal line, but gets bumped off, and now Spring with a shot, and that's going in. Post was just not in position to deal with that series of shots there.
klowa tapped it to himself, but he had to avoid Flonus. I'm not sure he did, actually. At the end of the day, I think maybe a little bit of a bump, but either way, it deterred him from being able to get the touch that he was looking for, one that would set up a downfield play that we've seen from Post University so frequently, Denny, over the course of the season, what's made them successful. And so, when you're not allowed that chance to escape the zone, it's obviously a drawn-up play, or at least one that they're looking for Misericordia, so credit them for being able to tie the game like that.
Yeah, interesting play to start this one off as well. The slow kickoff from Misericordia. klowa hunting for blood, and it's going to mess up the defense just enough. Didn't get the demo, but it didn't matter. klowa coming in like a tank here, just clearing out Deadshot. Had to go up the wall there to avoid it, and that opened the door for Spencer, who put the shot bottom left.
a taste of their own medicine, right? You know, Misericordia trying to dish out those bumps or at least deter the defense, and that's exactly what you saw from this team. So Post University continuing that, and off the kickoff, that's a great opportunity as well, but Deadshot was able to get to it now, and klowa not quite get up there in the speedy fashion he was looking to be, so it'll be NiMBiiX off the back wall to look for Spence. Midfield presence from Misericordia, though, has been cranking up as of late.
Yeah, midfield demo here. Great read by NiMBiiX, using every last ounce of boost in the tank to get that one. Spencer pass out mid, but Flonus intercepts. Now Post in a bit of a tough spot here. Great defense from NiMBiiX, though, shadowing that one all the way into the goal line and keeping this one a 3-2 Post advantage as we are now under 1 minute. This one's off the backboard. NiMBiiX coming in, unable to find it, though, as klowa going to pop it up to himself. Gets another touch, gets the dunk. NiMBiiX going to keep the pressure on as well, and this is all Post has to do, just keep the pressure going. Stall out, play good defense for another 30 seconds. klowa, a good beat there. Deadshot beats Spencer. klowa coming in, nice demo on NiMBiiX, but still vulnerable here are the Cougars. Deadshot finally clears this one out with a counterattack. NiMBiiX off the wall, that's going to stall for some more time. Now here's Spencer going for the dagger. Here's klowa, 50 in front of the box. And now Flonus is going to take control. Has no boost though. Oh, but the whiff. But Spencer clears it off the side, and Post somehow survived. 5 seconds to go here in game one. Post with a slim 1-goal lead. klowa trying to drop it, and Spencer does, and Post will take game one, 3-2.
Great support from this team because, you know, there was moments there. You mentioned the whiff. It was, you know, not the brightest moment, but you're able to fight through it because of the positioning of your entire team. I like the positioning, the rotations from these three, being able to jump and support when they need to. Really, it's been a great game from Spence, being able to lead the charge here in that instance. And so, you know, big defensive plays as well. And Post University, when they were able to play from the defensive side, make that strong, make that a point of emphasis, then we saw them be able to transition down the field, make some big plays. And 2 goals from BigSpence is the way that you get it done sometimes. NiMBiiX had a great game, minus that one whiff towards the end. They made it a little bit scary, but I thought he did a great job setting up everybody else. May not get a goal credited to him, but he took 4 shots, was definitely pesky. Also with the 2 assists in addition to that. So NiMBiiX filling into that role early and everybody clicking from Post University. But Misericordia, you know, they got off to that hot start. They were looking to try to take it to Post University towards the tail end through their midfield presence and passing plays. But credit Post for being able to stick strong and get a goal in the most clutch of times to head into game number 2 with that momentum rolling in.
Yeah, an excellent recap. And also I want to point out that just across the board, all 6 players had genuinely good games. Every single player was above 300 points, and that usually means that it's just a very balanced lobby, right there. Like, there's a lot of talent in this lobby, and it's all kind of equally distributed. Every single player really just doing their part on both teams. And Post, of course, just came away with a slim victory. Will it be enough momentum to carry them through game 2, or will Misericordia bounce back?
And you make a great point. I 100% agree with you, and with you that it is a balanced effort at the end of the day, and there's a reason why these 2 teams got to the championship, right? They have a full-fledged effort from all of the players, and to see all of them showing up on the biggest stage always makes for a great match. We're here for it, and we'll see if Post University is up for the challenge, because you know that they're going to be after them, and Flonus going to show us exactly why. Yeah, great play here from Misericordia as they once again strike first in game 2. They got the first goal in game 1, and they've been a hot starters here as the Post defense was a little bit too slow in reading that one off their own backboard. But a really nice pass and shot play from Misericordia to go up 1-0. Scary kickoff there as it went straight toward Misericordia's goal. Oh, NiMBiiX with the redirect from nowhere! Hanging out on the opponent's back wall here for this pass from BigSpence. Look at this redirect bear. Wow,
what a
off the
shot.
back wall. That was impressive. To get that angle off the back wall is something else. But being able to trust in Spence to get that touch as well, to make that calm, to get it done, right? You're stealing boost in the corner, and you're looking to rotate out unless you get that communication from Spence. Either that or they're on a different level as far as reading each other's minds, because that play was absolutely nasty and took a next level of intuition to pull off.
Yeah, just really good game sense there by NiMBiiX and Spencer as well. Just being able to simply get the ball on target over to his teammates. So really well done. And now here's NiMBiiX on the counterattack as well. Going to read the Misericordia clear attempt, but that's going to be a roller over to Spring. But an awkward little backflip there by Deadshot, but he still gets the ball cleared out. And now NiMBiiX, tough read. He gets it. Gets an additional touch off the ceiling as well. That's going to make it difficult for Flonus to contest, and BigSpence going to transition this one upfield. Miss from Spring Showers. Pass from NiMBiiX. klowa barely gets his car on it. Don't believe that was going to be on target. Flonus going to take control, but low boost. He's going to open it up for NiMBiiX. The slow one. Double tap off the backboard. The defense can't read it, and post goes up 2-1.
I like the recognition from NiMBiiX here in this moment that number one, Flonus wasn't getting back to that ball to jump in that quickly to get to it, but then slowed it down, right? You saw the misses coming from the back wall, from the defense. When they miss, all you have to do is touch that ball into the back of the net. Take your time, take a deep breath. Even the championship moments, this team has been great, and they're putting the pressure on again.
Yeah, right off the kickoff. Misericordia, I'm not sure if this is a dedicated strategy they're going for, or if it's just tending to work out, but they've had a couple little slow kickoff plays, and I think they've been trying to use this to require possession off the kickoff. Sometimes it's worked, although they haven't been able to score off it as of yet, but that time it did not, as Post was able to get some good pressure right off the kickoff there.
Directed in as well. You see Misericordia trying to adjust accordingly, but the way the Post University has been kind of camping downfield, if you will, being able to at least find themselves in a great spot, open space, and the finding passing has been excellent. And so they continue to try to ride that, and there's BigSpence with another opportunity. klowa to follow up too. What a push!
1-2-3 punch from Post is strong. BigSpence just gets it past the one, over in the corner, causes the defense to panic just enough, and then klowa pinpoint accuracy down in the bottom right corner, and Post with a 1-goal cushion here as we approach the 2-minute mark.
It continues that pressure, and whenever you have a no hesitation attitude, that's when Post plays best. You don't want to play mindless, no, but you do want to kind of shut off the brain sometimes and just trust your mechanics. Just, be able to get it done, and it's not all about that. Almost another dunk as well.
That would have been a disgusting play. Nice bump from klowa as well. That's going to mess up Deadshot, and now that'll open the door for Spence. A great pass over to NiMBiiX, who can't get the shot on target, but a good play once again from the Eagles here. Oh, Spencer, bad touch. Double commit. This could be Misericordia's opening. Spring Showers with a shot. It's off the mark. 50 in front of the box. NiMBiiX is backwards. This is the best chance Misericordia's going to have to put this one back within striking distance, but they're unable to get the ball in the back of the net there.
It was just the heart and soul of this defense. You could tell they're in an awkward spot, and Misericordia, they did a decent job of being able to fly through, but at the end of the day, if you don't score on post, the unfortunate reality is they'll snap back at you, and they can put up points in the board real quickly, and that's what reset the bump was actually so underrated from klowa.
Yeah.
I love that setup.
Yeah, he realized that he got in front of the ball too much to continue the carry, so he did the most that he possibly could with the ball in that situation, getting the little baby flip reset, and then that allowed him to get an extra flip to then just bump the defender out of the way, and then that opened just enough space for BigSpence to come in and get that shot off. So 4-1 lead now for Post with under a minute to play. This now is going to become a big mental game for Misericordia, for the Cougars here. Are they going to be able to stay in this, not necessarily this game, because it's starting to look out of reach for them, but just the series in general, right? Because when you lose the game one to a close game one, right? It was, I believe it was 3-2, right? Then you come back and you get, kind of blown out a little bit in game two, then it's really a question of the mentality, right? Like, can you keep the mental strong as we go towards the rest of this series? Good defense there from Flonus, but I think it's going to be too little too late for the Cougars here, as BigSpence going to nearly put another one in the back of the net for the Eagles. But that is likely going to do it here for game two, Bear, as Misericordia was only able to put up one. BigSpence going to try to put one more in. to go, as it's 5-1 post.
Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Why not keep the momentum going? You never want to let your foot off the pedal, and especially against this Misericordia team. So a big win here for Post University. There's no doubt about it as they continue on. First of all, I got to go back to your term of baby flip reset, because that's my new rapper name. I'm gonna steal it. Just saying.
Lil Flip.
Lil Flip is 100% Lil Flip reset. That is me, baby. Oh my goodness. Wait. Look at BigSpence's. So BigSpence 99 with 9 shots on the board, by the way.
Wow.
That is absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
17 shots total from Post University shows exactly how dominant that game actually was.
Absolutely. You could just see the pressure right there from everyone on the Post roster. You know, NiMBiiX being third on the leaderboard with still 340 points and 2 goals and a save, right? Just shows you that everyone on Post getting involved. That was obviously a little bit tougher game for Misericordia. They were only able to score the 1, but Flonus, once again, doing a really nice job for Misericordia, just being that front man, being that that striker for them. But he's got to start having a better series, I think, if Misericordia is going to look to bounce back and make this one a series.
Yeah, I agree. I think, the defense is great. And they've been showing signs of greatness as well, but you saw a little bit towards the tail end that the mistakes started to add up, because it seemed like Post University, they're queen gameplay. They're cheating down the field as well. It doesn't really help their mentality either. They've been in a difficult situation trying to regather and figure out what it is that Post has been doing that's made them so successful on the attack. They kept it close in game number 1, but you're right, that mentality hurts, especially when Post University puts in a 0-second goal to add injury to insult and really move into this next game, still with the momentum in hand. It'll be up to them to find a hard cut in that momentum, but right now, you're finding a hard cut into the paint from Post University.
Yeah, this is a great carry from Flonus. Klowa coming in at the last second, though, and bumps him into the ball and saves that one. That was looking very good for Misericordia on that counterattack with Flonus with the ball, but they just weren't able to convert. And those are the kind of opportunities that I think Misericordia is, when they look back at the series, they're going to be like, yeah, like, we really needed to convert on those.
Exactly, because that's, especially when it feels like you had it dead to rights, and there was nothing wrong with that attempt either. It's not like the carry was too slow. It just klowa played it better. So even when you're making the right moves here, Post University is still shutting you down. That can be so frustrating. And it all goes back to what we were just talking about with last game, where that momentum has carried over at the end of the day.
Yeah, oh, that's not a good cut. That was not a good cut there from BigSpence. Is Flonus going to take advantage here? Yeah, BigSpence coming in, double commit with NiMBiiX there. NiMBiiX, yeah, I don't know, Bear, I'd love to hear your opinion on that, who that ball should have gone to. It's because Spencer had the more speed, but NiMBiiX had a better angle, so that's a tough call, and that's one of those just, those kind of last millisecond decisions of whether to go or not go. And that one comes back to bite Post, as Flonus going to leave this one. Interesting decision. And that was a bit of a tough situation for Post. NiMBiiX's going to stay airborne and get another touch off this one. And that's going to allow Spence to transition this one up the field. As once again, we see Misericordia getting the first goal of the game. Going out to that early lead, but it's just they have not been able to convert that into a game win yet. We'll see if they do here. Oh, great pass by BigSpence over to NiMBiiX. And that's the one, just a classic 1-2 punch there. Really nice job, BigSpence, just to pop it over one and then just straight out mid. NiMBiiX dead shot, had no idea that NiMBiiX was coming in there, watching Spencer with the ball. It didn't have enough time to get in front of it.
All about creating plays at this point, and Spence knew that with the carry that NiMBiiX was creeping up in that area that he loves to be in, which is just tapping that top corner of the box. And so when you carry it into that corner and you start to see and bait in some of the defenders, that's when NiMBiiX wants to hop into the box, because you have your third back and you can trust that, but you also want the presence of mind, the calmness in your brain to say, hey, I can jump up in this play. And so to have that and to see those commits makes all the difference to allow NiMBiiX to jump up in their place and get that equalizer.
Well, this is dangerous. Flonus coming in front of the play, going for those demos. But that was a great shot over the head of one. Spring coming in, though. A fantastic save by Misericordia's defense. But here's klowa, unable to get the shot on target. Still tied up at 1. Good cut that time from BigSpence. Nice block from klowa. This could open the door for the Eagles as we see klowa's. Oh, and this BigSpence, amazing read off the waterfall down here. That's the term that we use when the ball hits that corner of the ceiling, comes straight down like you see right there. And an excellent read there by the Eagles captain to get, once again, the go-ahead goal for post.
Yeah, that's the decision making. It goes right back to what we were saying before. That just being able to recognize the defense wasn't there in that moment. You had no risk, and almost another one, but yet another big save here to Misericordia. I mean, credit their defense for at least keeping this game close. They're really keeping the match relatively close, at least the games within this match pretty close, because that's, you know, they could have gotten really out of hand, especially with how many shots the post is putting up in quantity.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, a nice touch by klowa. Can he get another? Oh, he's out of boost. But Spencer coming in. And now NiMBiiX! The triple commit works out. That always makes me so nervous, right? When you see all three players pushed up like that right there. You can see all three of them on your screen. But it works out for post that time as NiMBiiX able to punch it in the back of the net. And it's 3-1 post with 1:49 on the clock here, Bear. And once again, we could see the third straight comeback for the Eagles in this series. Oh, NiMBiiX off the top crossbar, give him another one. And it's 4-1 post. NiMBiiX with the hat trick.
Mark it down. Spring just couldn't quite get the touch, and NiMBiiX in there. Just opportune challenges here. And you know, rewind back to the other goal, Denny, and you'll see you have to have a laser focus if you're going to all commit to that ball, or at least be that close in rotations. Then you need the next few touches, and they need to happen quickly. And they recognize that, and were able to get it done. And then they come right back out and ride that momentum into the next one. And almost had another goal, but BigSpence just couldn't quite connect. That should lead to an opportunity for Misericordia, but that's before they get demoed off the play as well. Post University seems to be doing everything right now.
They really do, and there we go, another one from NiMBiiX's fourth goal of the game, making it 5-1 now post. Post just seems to be playing faster and with so much more confidence than the Cougars are right now, despite Misericordia scoring the first goal and taking the lead in every single game so far, Bear.
Again, it's not like this is a snoozer team. I know we didn't get to really recap these two teams' season as a whole because of the tech issues a little bit earlier, but I mean, this team only has 2 losses on the entirety of this season in Division 8, Misericordia that is. Yeah. Of course, Post University just a little bit better on the record front, but again, no sleeper, and still Post University just making work of this. I mean, I love the confidence they have coming in. We questioned a little bit about, their experience in championships after the last couple of championships didn't quite go their way. Well, it seems like they've definitely taken that as a learning experience and have moved it into a confident championship match as they're about to go up to match point very shortly unless Misericordia can turn this around.
Yeah, and another thing I want to point out is Misericordia defeated Post University earlier this season. It was actually way back in week 1 of the regular season. But of course, a very different Post University team right now, and also they had to use Post had to use a substitute player, Albie, in that game. No discredit to Albie, of course, but he's no klowa, and that was definitely a major factor in why, as Spencer with a roller, putting in the 6th goal for Post. And once again, Post just pedal to the metal here, not letting up, and I love this attitude. Amazing pass from NiMBiiX off his fender there over to Spencer. But yeah, Post is just really they're doing a really good job kind of just showing Misericordia that they're not the same team that they beat early on in the season back in week 1, right?
That's right, and you have to keep developing over the course of the season. You might have had it sub, but at the end of the day, it was still week 1, so no matter what, this team was going to be brand new. And so to see them kind of gather this and get this game number 3 in order to move on to this title, championship point, it's been awesome. This season has been growing, and so is the team. And right now, a 4-goal performance from NiMBiiX is not something you see very frequently. Him taking 8 shots, he has been a nuisance, and he has been confident taking shots, has been making the difference. Spence doing what he does best, and klowa, even though you're, touted as the goal scorer coming in this entire season. I mean, record holder here for goals over the course of the semester. still content and extremely happy and hype and very present in the comms when it's still he's not scoring like he usually does. He loves to just fill in the roles that he needs to in order to make the team successful, and that's very evident based on the scoreboard and where we are in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. NiMBiiX usually taking kind of that third man slot for post and kind of, you know, hanging back a little bit and being that defensive wall and letting kind of Spencer pass it off to klowa, and klowa makes all the goals, right? That's kind of been where the players have kind of naturally fallen this season, but NiMBiiX stepping out of his comfort zone that game and being the striker, scoring those 4 goals. So here we go, match point for post. I know it says game 2 of 7 up top with post with tournament, but trust me, we have 3 wins. It's 3-0 right now. I don't know why it's the in-game thing got bugged, but wow, NiMBiiX, what a launcher off the corner there, and that's going to force Misericordia to scramble a little bit on the defensive end as we start the top of game 4 here.
Oh, there's so much room, just labels his shot there. And that was a great choice. I mean, you saw one defender back, but maybe you catch him sleeping a little bit. And, you know, when you have that room and you're leaving that room if you're Misericordia, that's something that has to be patched up now. They need to take care of that, all that space that they're giving to Post University, because when they have room to operate, their passes are strong, their shots are strong, and they'll continue to be that nuisance we've seen all series long.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Post starts off this game, because so far they've had a weak start to every single game. This is a chance here for Misericordia. Dead shot, a little bit of a bouncer. Spencer trying to get there, but he can't. And just there was no speed there as the changeup from Deadshot here, just shooting this one really slow, caused NiMBiiX to jump out in front, and then Spencer, of course, was in the wrong position there, just trying to get back behind the ball. And once again, for the 4th straight game there, Misericordia scores the first goal and is out on top.
Yeah, they get that strong start. And I mean, credit them, that was crafty if it was purposeful, but they definitely slammed it off the ground there.
Bang.
Now look at Bose! Oh, an answer, as they always seem to do. Equal again at 1.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner we eat. 1, 2, 3 for Post, and it's 1-1 with 3:56 to go. Post knocking on the door of another Rocket League championship.
Yet again, just, I mean, collapse to this team, but look out. Oh, okay. A little bit sketchy, but you know what, Denny, we got away from it, so it's fine.
klowa had the wherewithal and the awareness to understand that putting the ball, just dribbling it slowly in front of his own net would have actually worked in that situation, because he knew exactly where all 6 members on the pitch were at that precise moment. And that's the kind of awareness and field recognition that you want to see out of your players. So really nice job there from klowa to just get that clear. A little bit of a roller pass. It's going to be too slow for Spence as klowa was out of boost there. But bonus. Ooh, great shot. That was on target. But klowa, with a fantastic bit of defense there, closes the door on that one. BigSpence gets in front of this play, gets the demo. Clonus pops it over 1 on the counterattack. klowa going to slow it down. Gets it past Clonus, but Deadshot coming in now. Spencer, good read. Be able to get another one. Out of boost, but NiMBiiX taking over. Shot off the backboard. Spring is there. Good backboard defense from the Cougars as we approach halftime.
Yeah, we said that we needed to see a little bit more out of Clonus, or at least him to really pop off for us to see Misericordia in this series, and he's been doing just enough again to keep it close and is really coming alive. So Post University needs to find a way to shut him down before he gets going.
Yeah, the team that scores this next goal is going to have a substantially increased chance of winning this game, so this next goal is extremely important. Spencer with an additional touch there, nice job, but there was one still back from Misericordia misdirection here, or redirect I should say. I believe that was Clonus. Field, Spencer, shot, roller, Spring easily saved that one. Going straight up for this one. Clonus, shot. Double commit here from Post, and now Clonus going to try to bicycle this one over to his teammate. But not enough speed there from the Cougars' attack. Now Post going to slow this one down. Roller, klowa gets in front. Let's go for another. Klowa looking for that pass. Ooh, went for a shot actually, but it was slightly off the mark.